Good evening, Scorpio. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All. And I am here to do a weekly reading. Now, this is something that I keep forgetting to put into my videos, but these reads are not day specific. I don't like to try to encase energy within any given time frame, but if you're seeing this video, then you are probably seeing it when you're meant to see it. So, with that, I would like to include that I do work with the tarot, but I'm starting to shift more into uh, the not the psychic, but like empath skills, being able to remote view and things of that nature. So uh, I'll be mentioning certain things that I've been seeing in a meditative session that I did on your sign, and right away a stone popped into my vision, and the stone that I was looking at was possibly what's called amalgam garnet. And what this garnet is supposed to do, not specifically this garnet, but just garnet in general, is supposed to foster prosperity and abundance. It covers the base chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, and the heart chakra. And these are all things that I was looking at when I was meditating on your sign. And also when I was meditating to try to align myself. So I feel like some of you Scorpios need to align yourself with the universal consciousness or with consciousness as a whole, and I feel that you guys would benefit pretty well from doing so. Oh, okay, so we got an animal card. We got mouse. All right, now also while I was doing this meditation, I have I in my eyes I got the vision of a whale or a dolphin or something spinning, something mixing possibly. Uh, I got water, of course, but um, I got the sense of like either a bottleneck or dropping or descending into something, maybe into the self as or ascending up, going down or up. I ended up getting a tube in my vision, but I don't know if that's anything significant. But I got a secret path or a passage that one must travel. And so, in reference to the stones, uh, almadine, garnet, to be exact, it's about awakening creative energies and lending power to your will. So let's see how that translates into your message. And I do feel like the mouse has something of a message to that. From what I know about the mouse is always aware of its surroundings. It's always living in fear though. And as I read the book, it'll show us the energy of the mouse and what it's like when it's in balance and what it's like when it's out of balance. So I want to go ahead and draw another card now to kind of explain. Okay, so both the mouse and the lizard, they're small creatures, and so I get in this sense that maybe you feel like maybe you feel like such a small creature in the face of something. Um, Going back to my notes, um, this is either about ascending into oneself to get rid of fear, is what I'm getting, or ascending into a space where you can get out of the fear of not being able to move, in a sense, or in a space to where you can regain your vision. And I feel like for you guys, kind of the hermit mode uh, sort of thing as well. So let's see. I want to go to Earth, and you guys have an energy of Earth and fire. So okay, so detail oriented, small minded, nitpicky, and nervous. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon, they will begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and trying to control every detail. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, and one that's worthy of your exacting eye. So, um, the same can be said about the lizard. And um, if you look at the lizard, I believe I did a video for Aries. I don't know if I still have it up. I think I may have taken it down. But when I was talking to them, they got the dragon and the lizard. So like zooming in on something, having your eye on something. I feel that in terms of this mouse energy and the lizard energy, you guys have your eye on something. This could be looking at the details of something, um, but when it's organized, it allows you to be balanced. It allows you to be organized, resourceful, and it allows you to take whatever comes at you at play. I mean, I will. When it's out of balance, you guys are busy with no purpose. So I do feel like some of you guys are busy with no purpose, or trying to fill your time with something, so that you can kind of take your mind off of whatever it is that may be bothering you. But um, to bring it into balance would be a meaningful project. So find something that's worthy of your time, that's worthy of your organizational details and things of that nature. And um, don't be so nervous. See, the lizard is not, the lizard, I guess you could say, does kind of live in a little bit of fear, but um, not so much. The lizard, it's instinctual. The mouse is pretty instinctual too, but the lizard, it's all about seeing the patterns of things, and it's sensitive to the subtle. It's sensitive to energy, and so um, let me see. So this could be something pertaining to like descending into yourself, uh, something that I touched on at the beginning. And the lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. It's as if its sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travels, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. And see, as far as the mouse and the lizard, they both talk about a creative project and a project that's worth your time. So when this energy is out of balance, it's elusive and it's non-committal. It's the energy that brings about nervousness and uncertainty. So I feel like you guys are trying to move from uncertain to certain. Kind of the same thing as cancer, but in a different sense. Um, this is talking about being artistic, telepathic, or spiritual, and this is the energy that I feel you guys are trying to move into. This descent into yourself and the creative energies and lending that energy to willpower and stuff. This all has to do with the artistic ability, the creative energies that artists normally portray, and having to do with the project. So I feel like you guys are having to do with the project of some kind, and whatever you guys put your time and your effort into, once you guys find out what it is that you guys want to have as far as your vision goes, you guys will allow. I mean, it'll allow you guys to be able to put that energy there and not to have to struggle so much with trying to find that creative balance that would put you back into your zone. I'm getting the word zone or the phrase into the zone. So I feel like you guys are having trouble getting into the zone. And I do feel like some kind of project is going to be helpful in doing that, but it has to be a project that's very meaningful to you or to the people that you love. Uh, but don't try to spread it out any more than to family and maybe close friends. Um, okay, so you guys have the Queen of Swords that just came out of the deck as I was shuffling, and the Queen of Swords is one of those cards that talks about intellectual ability. So that intellectual ability that I was talking about with Lizard, I do feel like that's what you guys are looking for. You guys are looking for intelligent conversations. You guys are looking to connect with people on an intellectual level, and I do feel like to whatever extent you guys maybe try like taking a look at things a little bit too detail oriented, being too nitpicky. That's what I feel as far as the energy being off balance. And I do feel like whenever this kind of energy comes in, it's elusive to you guys. So you guys really don't find whatever it is that's like really the cause of the issue. But I do feel like you guys try to make the effort to find it. You guys try to look at things from an intellectual level, and you guys try to find out what you can gather from that information, and what your perception is based on that information. But I do feel like you guys are looking to cut through the bullshit, so to speak, and you guys are looking to find out things from an intellectual level, so that uh, once you find out what it is that you need to find out from the intellectual level, you meld it together with what you feel on the inside, and this in turn allows you to have a sort of like navigating compass as to what you should do next and things like that. But let's see. Yeah, I do feel like some of you guys, okay, like this nervous energy. I do feel like with the devil in the reverse, that some of you guys are focusing a lot on possibly drugs. Some of you guys are focusing on um, some kind of addiction, some kind of something that'll allow you to keep from being nervous. But I do feel like engaging yourself properly is the key to kind of getting rid of this restless energy that you guys may be feeling, the fear that you guys may be feeling, and also it would allow you the ability to be able to get rid of these things that don't work for you, these addictions. I do feel like even if you guys aren't stuck in addictions, I do feel like your nitpicking is kind of like stretching out into a form of manipulation, possibly manipulation that does not have good intentions to it. So if you guys are doing anything that's ill-intended, the universe has its way of getting that energy back to you. So I would suggest that you kind of like pump the brakes on that and return back to yourself to find out what it is that you guys can put your time into that would allow you to be able to expand. Now you guys got the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is somebody who's fair, somebody who's honest. Um, Most would say that he is connected to Pisces, but so this could be either a Pisces that you might be dealing with. I don't like to attach like the signs or any male or females um, to these, but since you have a male and since you have a female, I do feel like that if you guys are dealing with a female, they might be feeling, or they might be going through some addictions, and maybe they're the ones that need help. Um, Maybe the idea of you nitpicking is driving them to do such a thing. Um, or maybe they feel that you have evil intentions with the ability to nitpick and organize everything and trying to like control everything. The devil in itself, it's all about control. It's all about power. So I feel there's a dynamic that's going on between you guys, um, where one's trying to control the other, and I feel like you guys are trying to cut through the bullshit. But this is for this is I feel like the imbalance is coming out um, through this addiction, and I feel that with the power of compassion, with the power of sympathy and kindness, that you guys will have the ability to allow this person or to allow yourselves to be free of these addictions that you might be facing. So let's see. What do you have for us, Source, Spirit, Ascended Masters, whoever is here with us? Please clarify these cards and allow us to see a little bit more into the story of the energy that's playing out for this week. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, I do feel like some of you guys are a little defensive. I do feel like some of you guys have been in a struggle. um, or may enter into a struggle. But I do feel like you guys are feeling defensive. You guys are feeling like uh, it could. I mean, it might not even be defensive. You guys might actually just be feeling like you guys, or like feeling or making the appearance like you guys are defensive. But in reality, I do feel like you guys are more nervous than anything else. Um, but I do feel like this addiction will be coming to an end with the Tower card showing up. And the Tower card is something unexpected. So it could be something unexpected that you guys are feeling a little bit nervous about. Um, but I do feel like whatever it is that this creative venture that's necessary to enter, or this creative venture that could be entered into, is something that's going to help to get rid of the addictions. Because addictions usually happen when there's idle time. And so, idle time has the ability to raise addictions. Things like having or like wasting your time smoking, wasting your time drinking, things of that nature. But I feel like there's going to be a tower moment that comes. It's going to knock all of that, and you guys are going to, yeah. See, there's definitely something that's going to be coming to an end. So, with the tower and the death card, there's something that's going to be coming to an end. There's going to be a death of a certain something that's going to allow you to be able to stand in your truth, stand in your power, but also to stand uh, emotionally secure. Now, I do feel like this is your energy, Scorpio, because this is your card. You got the death card. So I do feel that whatever this death is, this transformation that's going on in your guys' life, this whatever the reason is for going within yourself, is to put this situation to an end. Is to put this situation to death. This addiction, this struggle, this whatever it is that's holding power over you, whatever it is that's making you unbalanced. I believe this energy is coming in. This is the universe stepping in for sure. This is the universe stepping in for sure. And yeah, see, look at that. Another card that's talking about the emotions, that's talking about water, that's talking about uh, the submergence of your conscious. I mean, the emergence of your consciousness from being submerged, um, or coming out. Going up, raising your consciousness. And I do feel that to whatever extent that some of you guys may be feeling confused, I do feel like you guys do have some kind of fear because you see those dogs barking at the moon. They're fearful of it. Things are dark. They don't know what's going on. In the night, things might appear a little more scarier. So I feel like you guys are walking on a path, and I did mention that before, talking about a secret path or a path that one must travel. So both this card and the Temperance in reverse, they both have a path. This path is going this way, so it's descending, and this path is going up, so it's ascending. So basically, what I was getting is you guys will have to go within yourself. So first, you have to descend into yourself, find out this information that needs to be found out for you to move forward. And then once you do that, you'll have to travel that night, that darkness. But I will have to say that you guys will gain strength out of this. You guys may need strength, but I do feel that you guys will gain strength from whatever it is that comes to an end, whatever it is that is put to death. And I don't feel like you guys will get a sense of completion or a sense of like having made it out of this, but I do feel like whatever it is that you guys are putting an end to, it might knock things out of balance for a little bit, but I do feel like you guys will gain the strength. And even if things are out of balance, you guys won't worry too much about it, just simply because the um, the energies that are supporting you right now is to help you get rid of something so that you can be strong and you can be standing in your strength and your power again. The idea that I was getting is both dropping or descending into yourself to find out this information, and then ascending and allowing this information to really open up your consciousness, but also allow yourself to travel to the point of this tower moment and not to be scared of it. To really like remove that defensive nature that you have from it, and this will allow you to be able to see things from a different perspective, and also allow you guys to be able to travel this path that you guys need to travel, and in a sense be able to see where you're going, so that you can see have a sense of the bigger picture, the bigger vision, and when it's necessary, take a look. Uh, Take a look at your own self. Take a look at where you've been in life. Take a look at where you're at right now and where you're going. And take a look at where you've been. And really see the things that have gotten you to where you're at now. If it's a good thing, find out what it is that you did and repeat, rinse and repeat. If there's anything that was bad that you guys did not like, go ahead and take that information and change it so that next time you enter into that space again, you actually enter into this positive space and not a negative space. So with that, I hope this message resonated with you. Just to go back, I would suggest getting that almadine garnet for prosperity and abundance. But this will connect you to basically your heart chakra, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, the base, and that will allow you to be able to ground yourself. Going down. Once you go down, you can go back up again. So, also I get breathing. I feel like some of you guys need to breathe in order to connect to your intuition, to connect to that pool of universal consciousness, and to be in a state of relaxation. So I do feel like submergence is something that's important. Submergence into yourself and then ascendance out of yourself. So with that, I hope it resonates. Um, for those of you who it resonated with, like, share, and subscribe. Um, and also make sure to comment. I like to see your guys' comments and I respond to them. So, and it also helps me to be able to take what I've seen, take what I've learned, and to kind of make it better. So, also, I want to say that because you guys are Scorpio, any of you guys who have any planets in Scorpio right now, they are being squared by Mars. And if you're at the earlier degrees of Scorpio, then you have the Sun being squared to any of those planets. The Sun is squared to any of your planets. It's all about expression. So there's a sense of needing to express something, or there's a sense of having to express something, something having to do with communication. Um, Also, the lizard, for whatever odd reason, brings the idea of skin. So I feel like maybe some of you guys may be dealing with dry, itchy skin. I got the sensation of itchiness, so that might be one of the things that you guys may have to take a look at. Something having to do with skin. Might not pertain to all of you, but it might pertain to some of you guys. So make sure you take care of that dry skin. Also, I want to go back and I want to go to the stones. That almadine garnet and the black onyx. The black onyx will remove that negative energy, like I mentioned, but the almadine will, you know, allow the ability for abundance and prosperity to move through. Now, there is a mula, there is a hand mudra that I remember that's about prosperity and abundance. And basically, you take these two fingers, you put them to your palm. You take these two fingers, you put them together, and you bring them to your fingers, right? Now, as you do this, you hold them off to the side, and as you're breathing, focus on a light source. It could be the sun, it could be something else. Focus on a light source, and as you breathe in and breathe out, I want you to think of whatever it is that you want in your existence, whatever it is that you want to bring into your life. And after you keep that position for 5 minutes, go ahead and bring your hands and bring them down to your knees and hold them to your knees. Now, what'll happen is as you do this, you start to visualize whatever it is that you're looking at, and that visualization allows you to be able to put your eye on it, and it allows you to be able to bring it into your existence by placing it out into the nether and placing it out into the universe so that the universe can manifest it for you, or so you can take the steps necessary to manifest it. But I do feel like there's going to be a creative project that you guys can focus on, and there's going to be death of an addiction, death of something, maybe death of some evil intentions, the removal of evil intentions, and I do feel like this is going to bring you into a state of balance. But I do have to say that you will gain strength out of it. You will be able to stand in your power. You will gain clarity. So that's good. Now, as I said before, if this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell that appears right next to it, whichever way it is. I can't remember. And also, if you feel that this resonates with other people, go ahead and send them the link to this video. And also, uh, as I like to say to all the other signs and stuff like that, please take care of yourself. Also, if you do have some kind of medical conditions, please make sure that you check in with your doctor just to make sure. And don't try to use these videos to kind of self-diagnose yourself. So with that, I will go ahead and leave you guys for the week, and I will be back in about 7 days to do the reading for the next week, or to do the reading for the next 7 days. So with that, I will leave you. I am David with Tarot and Astrology for Take care, guys.